everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are gonna go and check out our public library. We're gonna go see what possible new books they have. So let's go and see what we find. I forgot to mention that I'm also bringing my book with me because I want to read a little bit at the library. I'm currently reading, I put the book in my bag already and I don't want to grab it. I'll put the picture. So I'm currently reading Twisted Games by Anna Huang. Anna Huang. And it's a pretty interesting book. I'm not gonna lie. I've been reading it for over a month already. I started in September. And so far I've only gotten to 130 pages, I wanna say. So we're gonna try to go read that book, see how far we get, and then we're gonna go see if we find other books that look interesting. So we're gonna go find these books. We're gonna go get these books, pick them up. I have my little tote and everything. It looks really hot outside. I'm gonna walk. It's not that far, but I'm gonna walk to the library and we're gonna go see where this takes us. goodness, there's so many books to choose from. I don't even know where to start. I don't like. The covers look so interesting. What is this? I don't know what this is about. A novel. I need to find the books in my. I don't know if they have them. We'll see. I'm gonna so distracted by all the other books here. Oh, I have three. I have three books already. Which I'm not gonna get all of them. Oh, a little bench. A little table. This library is so quiet. Some book says hombrecito. Nice. I can't reach the top ones. Oh, it's hot. What is this? Ooh, it looks so folly. Wow, the beautiful cover. Right. Nice. You want to pause and read it? Oh my goodness, it is about a fall book. Oh, it's a murder mystery. Yes. I want to take this one. Let's go see if we find our Amazon wishlist books. We're back. We're back. We are back. We are back from the library with dun, dun, dun. We're back with our stack of books. Yes, I took another tote bag to carry these. I got a total of drum roll please. I got a total of four books that I am borrowing and two books that I bought. $1 each. I got so lucky. I don't know how I stumbled upon this book sale. There was a book sale going on. So, let's see. I got 2 books and then I have my 4 books. So we're going to go over first. I bought this book. This is the book that I bought. This was $1. $1. $1 for this book. Say You'll Be Mine by Naina Kumar. So I was reading the back of the book. It looks so interesting. I'm so excited to read these. It's about, okay, so this book, a girl, secret crush, her friend is a guy. I think this is a friends to lovers. He's actually engaged to someone else and she has a crush on him, and so I want to find out what happens. So it says Magna. I don't know how to say these names. Magna Raman defied her parents' wishes and followed her life's passion, becoming a theater teacher and an aspiring playwright. When she discovers that her beloved writing partner, best friend, and secret crush Seth is engaged, and not to her, she realizes that he's about to become the one that got away. Even worse, he's asked her to be his best man. His best man, but she's a girl. And even worse than that, she's agreed. Determined to move on, Megna, oh, I'm going to have a hard time reading this name, but it's spelled Meghna. So Megna agrees, I'm going to start reading like that. Agrees to let her parents introduce her to a potential match. Maybe she could marry the engineer that her parents still wish she'd become. Grumpy engineer Karthik Murthy. Oh my goodness. You know what? So funny. Where I work, there was a guy named Karthik. He quit. He doesn't work there where I work anymore. So that's crazy. I found his name over here in a book. What the heck? Okay. Oh, Karthik Murthy has seen enough of his parents' relationship to know that marriage is not for him. To make his mother happy, though, he's agreed to her matchmaking attempts, never dreaming that he would meet someone as vibrant as Megna. He can't offer her anything real, but a fake engagement might help soothe the sting of planning Seth's wedding festivities and also help Karthik avoid the absurd number of setups his mother has planned for him. As the two find common ground, grow protective of each other's hearts, and start to fall for the traits they originally thought they hated, an undeniable chemistry emerges. Oh, but soon their expectations and insecurities threaten something that's become a lot more real than they planned. Oh my goodness. I thought this was going to be about she has a crush on this guy and she's going to try to get him back or try to get him. But wow, it's like they're pretending to be in a relationship. They're pretending that they're engaged. So that obviously is going to lead to something a little more. So that's this one. Say you'll be mine. I don't know why I sang that. I love the cover. I love this cover. Anyways, that was that book. And I'm so excited. Okay, this one, I was like scavenging. I was sifting through all these books. I did find some. I think I found King of Sloth by Anna Huang. Anna? Why do I keep saying Anna? It's Anna Huang. Anna Huang. I don't know how to say it. I speak Spanish. Whatever. So I was looking through all these books. I saw those. I saw her book, King of Sloth. King of something like that. But I was like, this is a whole series. I already have 3 books in the Twisted series. I don't want to get another series and possibly just be lost or never get to the other books that I have. So I tried to steer away from those books because I know that they're probably like the 4th or 5th book in her series. So I ended up getting a book titled A Most Intriguing Lady by Sarah Ferguson. So I actually read a little bit about it. It's about a novel of the Victorian era. I don't think this is the author. Why it is. So it's about a Victorian London woman in the picture, in the cover. There it is. She's like a sleuth. Lady Mary Montagu Douglas Scott, the youngest child of Queen Victoria's close friends, the Duke and Duchess of Buccleuch. I'm gonna have to research these names because I need to be able to read in correct pronunciation. Okay, so it's the perfect cover for a sleuth, a role she stumbles into when trying to assist a close friend during a house party hosted by her parents at their stately Scottish home. Intriguing Lady documents one remarkable woman's ability to be both the perfect lady and a perfectly talented detective, all while finding love too. Unfortunately, I my audio didn't record anything last time, so we're gonna have to redo all of this today. And kind of sad because it was a 20-minute long video that I was supposed to add on to this, and it's just there's no audio. Anyways, where we were, I wish that you could have heard my initial reaction to some of these titles because they were so interesting. About the book, so I'm excited for this book. It sounds like a Detective Nancy Drew type of book, and I cannot wait to see how it ends because you would not expect a woman of this time to be a detective, especially because back then women were expected to be very calm, very demure. I want to see how the author connects both romance and detective work in a woman during the Victorian era. I don't think that was very common, so that's exciting for me. So yeah, that was that book, and I'm interested in finding that about more about that. This one, The Good Boy. I ended up grabbing this one because I love the color. It looks so interesting. I was reading the back, and I don't know about this one. I am curious to find out what happens because this book ends up being a book about a girl who wishes her dog to be human. And to me, I don't want to go into that direction and I don't want to think of the book in that sense. But it sounds like bestiality. Like, how is a girl gonna wish her dog to become a person and just date them possibly in the book? This is what it sounds like to me because it's a good boy. Oh, in this whimsical romance, a woman confronts her past and her unresolved feelings for the boy next door as they work together to reverse a wish gone awry. So, yes, she wished the her dog to become a boy, but I don't want to assume that she falls in love with the dog, her dog. Apparently she has a neighbor, and I want to believe that she has a crush on her neighbor. She falls in love with an actual human, not a dog turned human. So I'm excited for this book. It's by Stella Hayward. We'll see what happens in this book. The next book I have, and it was one of the books that was the most interesting to me because it's giving such fall vibes. It's giving like chilly weather, cup of coffee kind of weather. It's called The Night the River Wept by Lo Patrick. And when I picked this up at the library, I at first I thought it was going to be like a romance, but it ended up being a murder mystery. And it's about uh, three teenage boys that were killed, and this woman is very interested in their case because she finds out that the guy who murdered these kids was also murdered after the fact that he had murdered these kids. So this woman starts to investigate what goes on, and that's as far as I know about this book. So I'm excited to find out what happens, what she finds out, because there are probably some secrets in this book. She sets out on discovering the truth. She can't help but feel that if she solves the case of the Broderick's boys' deaths, she'll find her footing in her young marriage. So she's married, and I don't know how her marriage is linked to the death of these three boys, but in the story it is, and I want to see what happens. So I'm excited for this one. And I also got For Duck's Sake by Donna Andrews. So here's a cover. It's about a woman. It says she's digging up a hole to make a pond in her backyard, and they find a skeleton in the backyard of her home while they're digging for this pond. So she's so interested in why there's a body, like a skeleton, in her backyard. She starts to investigate and try to help out. So she ends up finding out like that the person who sold them this house left somehow. They're still trying to find who who caused the death, who caused the murder. So I'm excited to see who was the person who committed this crime. The cover definitely does not give murder mystery. It gives more of like Sweet Lake Pond happy life. The only reason why I knew it was a mystery was because it says a Meg Langslow mystery, and there's a skull in the cover. But other than that, I would have not known that this was a mystery book. But this is the other book that I got, and I'm so excited. The ducks are so cute. And I think the ducks are what got my attention. But yeah, this is the book that I got. It's exciting. Okay, the last book that I got, and it was the one that it's also a mystery. For some reason, I went into the library looking for romance books, and I ended up walking out with mystery books, which I mean, for the fall time and for the month of October, I mean, it makes sense. Mystery, you know. So I got a book called Drowning with Others by Linda Kerr. Says, till secrets do them part. Prep school sweethearts. Ian and Andy Copeland are envied by everyone they know. They have successful businesses, a beautiful house in St. Louis, and their eldest daughter Cassidy is following in their footsteps by attending prestigious Glen Lake Academy. Then a submerged car is dredged from the bottom of a swimming hole near the campus. So are the remains of a former writer in residence who vanished 20 years ago during Ian and Andy's senior year. So this person mysteriously disappeared right when these two people were in their senior year of college, and now their daughter is also going to that same school, which is crazy because obviously it might be linked somehow. Yes, it's linked. Oh my goodness. Might be linked somehow, and I was right. So it says each has a troubled link to the man whose arrival and sudden disappearance once set the school on edge. So for some reason, the daughter's class starts to learn about the death, the death about this person who drowned in the car, and her parents are somehow linked to that person as well. So I want to find out what their link is. I don't want to assume again. It sounds super interesting. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I am more excited for this one than I think any of these, because they're not telling you why or how they're linked yet, just yet. You'd have to read the book to find out. So, oh, this is so cool. Wow. So cool. 370 pages, and I just found out that this book has discussion questions in the back near the end. It has, let me see, 12 discussion questions. I guess if you're reading it in a class or with someone in a group or a book club, then you can ask these questions to see what like discussions come out of it. So one of them what says, Cassidy finds herself in a difficult position in the novel, hiding evidence to protect her parents. Oh wow, I shouldn't have read that. What would you have done in her place? Is there anything Ian and Andy could have done differently to keep her from having to make that choice? I feel like I shouldn't have read that, or yeah, I guess I should have. I was gonna read it eventually. So I guess there's evidence in the book that the daughter finds out that links her parents to that person, and she hides it. So I guess her parents won't get caught. But oh, this is a loaded book. Since my recording was cut, my original one, I'm currently reading Twisted Games. Personally, I think I am now in the best part of the book, which is part two. When I stopped reading it about 2 days ago, I was at the part where they were leaving. She was telling her bodyguard that she wasn't going to be able to have him around anymore because she was going back to Eldora. I'm in the part of the book where she's being trained to be a queen. She's meeting all these guys. She still has that tension with her bodyguard. Her bodyguard is back. For me, it's like the turning point of the book because it's so like we're gonna find out what really happens between her and Riz again after 6 weeks of not seeing each other. So sounds interesting. This kind of reminds me of a time where there was a situation in my life kind of like that, and I just couldn't do anything about what was going on. And so I can kind of relate to Bridget, because years have passed and obviously the person isn't around anymore, but it left an impact in my life enough for me to realize what I wanted, who I wanted to be with in the future, who I needed to be with in the future. So I relate to this. Surprisingly, I relate a little bit to this, but not a lot. It's so like basic relatability, but it's still there. And I understand her position of not being able to fully be with someone who you can't be with. So this is, I'm excited to continue to read this. So yeah, these are all the books that I got. Please give my video a like if you liked it. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all, like, even if I get like one like, I appreciate it. I really try my best to put out my best content out there. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Adios. Bye. My thing is good. Oh, this is crooked. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do we want to leave that there? Do we want to move it? Let's move it. Boom.